Hello. Well, okay. So a few of you guys asked a valid question, and it was about the threat of AI to VO. So, apologies for the deep throat, the deeper voice. It's because well, it was New Year's yesterday, New Year's Eve. So that the little things like that make a difference. Okay, I did actually make a short video on this, but then I realized I didn't answer so many questions. So I won't release the short video. I'll just make another video with more info and hopefully answer all these questions that you have the best that I can. So in short, the short answer is, well, the question is AI going to threaten voiceover? Like, will it put me out of business? Will it put a voice actor out of business? An established voice actor, no. What it will probably do is, and the entrance field, it will probably, if it will make it harder to start up. It means that you need better skills. If you're going to sound like an AI voice, then you're going to have issues, right? Why would they hire you? So an AI voice is one that's not connected. Right, let's go through this. I'm rushing through the points. So let's just take one at one. Take a breather, Amrit. Take a breather, a chill pill. Okay, so here's, I've got some notes and I'll just read through them. So let me talk about my experience first, right? AI has been getting better over the last year or so. It's way ahead than I ever thought it was, and I was excited about it because for me, I wanted to use it for long form, so I don't have to do another 100,000 word audiobook. I can just feed it into this AI system with my voice and basically publish a book like that. Unfortunately, it's not been that easy. In fact, we've been training an AI model, and it's not worked. But let's go into that in a bit. Sorry, I'm all over the place at the moment. Let's stick to the topic, which is I'm busier than ever. I was busier than ever this year. The reason is because I think more people are realizing that they can, the power of voice or voiceover in their videos to narrate and deliver something. There's more content out there, right? There's more content creators, and a lot of these people, they don't know how to talk in front of a mic, and they haven't done that, and maybe there's a language difficulty. So they might be using an AI voice. Now, it's what I've been finding is that, like, for the low budget content, yeah, it's great, TikTok videos and stuff like that. They don't have a budget, so your consumers don't mind because they're just scrolling through these things. It's just basic narration, and when it's that AI voice, right? Now, for me as a voice actor, it's actually made my life easier. It's actually probably brought more work in because the biggest problem with AI is the fact that it's lifeless, soulless. There's no connection, and a company doesn't want to use an AI voice to represent their brand. That's going to be used for another brand and have the same tone and stuff like that. So it's like I will alter my voice for different brands if I'm doing something for Castrol GTX. I can't remember how I do. I have to listen to the stuff, but that's a different style of voice that I use. Just manipulating my own voice. So it's what it's done is it's made the placeholders better. What used to happen is sometimes in the past I used to get work coming in and people will be like, "Oh, here's a script. Can you do it in, I need it in 60 seconds max." And it's like a 2-minute script or a 1-minute 30 script or a 1-minute 15 script. And you can't compress that to 60 seconds. It will sound really rushed. So what it does is it means that these people who want to hire a voice actor, they can put the placeholder in place, get an AI voice, make sure it's the right pace and tone and whatever they can control, and then give that to an actor like me who will then read it and bring it to life. So that's pretty much it. Obviously, if the AI is good enough for them, they'll stick to the AI. But I think, having already explained the fact that the voice is going to be repetitive, used, not unique, the style, the connection, there's a lot of things that AI can't do. Okay, let's go for it. Next point was, so I've mentioned the better placeholders with more realistic timings makes my job easier, makes the client's job easier. So there's more need. Okay, so the next point was that there's more need for authentic voices and not just robotic voices with no connection. And that's the biggest problem. There is going to be fatigue, listener fatigue, that sets in. And everybody can tell. Like, I was speaking to a friend yesterday, and she listens to audiobooks. And she said to me, "Oh, it's all AI. And these were done 5 years ago." I said, "No, that's not AI. That's a bad reader." Some people read so bad. And so, of course, they're not going to have, you might as well use an AI, probably do a better job than somebody who's just not connecting with the script at all. So it's just like, what's going to happen is the voice actors in this field will have to step it up and be better. And by stepping it up, I mean connecting with your script. It's as simple as that. Right. I was telling you guys, I've been training a voice model on that, in theory, 100,000 word audiobook, and it's just not working. We've done one chapter, and it's just like, I can't publish this. I can't put my name to this. I mean, I'll have to say AI voice of Anne-Marie or something like that. It's just, I mean, we've tried to use different AI voices for different characters as well. They sound worse than the one that I trained. So I don't know how we're going to do it. In short, if I could use an AI voice to automate my work, I would, but it's just not there yet. Will it ever be there? It's quicker just to get in the studio and record it as the client wants, jump on a Zoom call and get it exactly as they want, or change the script and all this stuff, whatever they want to do to make it shorter. Right. So yeah, the challenge for AI, I wrote, you can't keep the listener interested for long. So listener fatigue. The connection to the words isn't there. I've already mentioned this. There's no authentic feeling. It's fake. Now, the reason there's no authentic feeling, and it's getting better at mimicking, is AI robots, they have to be taught feelings, right? And so they can mimic feelings, but then how will they know? I mean, human language changes. Our kids speak differently to the way we spoke in a few years, and dialect changes from region to region. I mean, how many AI models are you going to use? And to get that authenticity, it's exciting, like, but I find it like, there's a difference between a machine and a real person. Like, you can jump on a motorbike, and replace a horse for basic travel, but you won't be able to get love from a motorbike like you do from a horse. It's not a living, breathing thing. Talking to it, listening, it, reacting the way it does. I mean, maybe some people make that stuff up with their cars, but anyway. So now I think the real issue is that humanity is scared of technology, right? And I think this is nothing new. I think I read this once, so don't completely quote me on this, but I remember there was when the first car was made, and humans were afraid that their brain would come out of their skulls because it was traveling at 5 miles an hour, right? Of course, so this is the kind of reaction that we have as humans. So we're this fear of technology taking over, or, these people will take over our land, or do this, or take over our jobs and all this stuff. Hey, has it happened? I mean, there's more jobs. There's more jobs in the world now than ever. So, okay. So humanity is scared of technology. I've mentioned that. Okay. Here's an example, right? Plumbers. Plumbers, because I'm in the property business as well. I heard, they came up with these new click-clack pipes That'll put plumbers out of business. Everybody can do their own piping, right? Because you don't need to weld copper anymore. You just use these plastic pipes that just click into place. Lovely, right? But who do you get to put those pipes together and everything? Who does that? Plumbers. It hasn't replaced plumbers. What it's done is been a tool for plumbers. So this fear about replacing, it doesn't happen because everybody is a specialist in that field. And a machine isn't going to take over your job unless you do exactly what a machine can do. I mean, they tried this with this burger making machine, and it did a pretty good job for a while, and then then it didn't. So it's don't be threatened by machines. Don't be threatened by AI. Don't be threatened by robots and robotics. They will have their place in this world as we evolve, but so will humanity. So don't worry. I think we are headed we will have to integrate with this stuff. Another example, actors will be replaced by animations, right? Remember when animations came? Oh, they've got these new graphics, CGI, blah, blah, blah. You won't need actors anymore. What happened instead was that actors were then asked to wear facial capture cameras and motion capture suits, right? So to make it more realistic, because it's very difficult training these. The easiest way is integrating. If you want a computer to look like a human, it's far cheaper and quicker putting one of these suits on a human, so it's actually authentic, right? And the movement, the expressions in their face, rather than trying to mimic all that level of detail in solely a machine. It will take forever to do it. Who's going to decide that? I mean, how are you going to do it? And it might be like your facial expressions change, your eyes change when you're talking, all that stuff. So it's integrating technology, not replacing it, right? Technology isn't replacing the humans. It's being integrated with the humans. Media will go out of business, right? Like the news media, when the internet came. Remember that? Internet's going to come. Newspapers are going to shut down. Well, guess what? Newspapers are still here. They've gone online. Right? Daily Mail is busier than ever. It's now gone global. Everybody knows it. Yeah, they did an article on me, by the way. But anyway, that's a long time ago. I usually keep that hidden, but I don't know why I shared that. But if you want to look it up, you can look at Daily Mail Amrit Sandu and see what comes up. I definitely overshared in that article. Won't be doing that again. Okay, AI. So I think AI and humanity will integrate. Okay, I don't think AI will replace humanity. It will help it evolve to another level, another pace. Right. Caveat, except for basic entry level, where consumers don't mind listening to, I mentioned, TikTok videos with a zero budget, and you just want a basic narrator. And I hear them, and they're for 20 seconds. You don't mind listening. Do the AI robot talking like this, and this emphasis is always the same, and they are going to talk like this, and you see it in every single video. So something like it's not real. Interestingly, we did a video game, and we had to do an AI robot. And who did we choose to do the AI robot's voice? It was a human. Humans do a better job at sounding like AI robots than AI robots do. So we're still taking their jobs, so don't worry about it. Okay, what else we got? Okay, so this is the. I'm going to wrap this up now. I've only got 2 more sentences to read, which is the first one is the specialists in each field will have a new set of tools to do their job better and more efficiently. I'll give you another example. When we were doing a contract with a Chinese company, they wanted us to have a UK contract. We had to have a contract with our clients, with the actors here. So when we were producing that, so what did we do? My friend, my friend Brad, he's brilliant. Just went into AI. Can you draft a contract? But what did we do? We drafted a contract. We then gave that contract to a solicitor, right? Who then still charged us like, whatever, 700 quid or something to run it through. And we needed that tick because we wanted it to be legally correct. So did we replace that contract? Did we replace a solicitor with the AI? No. What we did is reduce our fees, hopefully reduce his time, and he probably made his job easier and, made even more money faster. But we needed his sign off as a legal stamp. So yeah, that's because they have insurance, right? Solicitors have insurance. So what's the last sentence? I've got a few last paragraph. So my advice to you guys is embrace AI, right? In 2024 onwards, use the tools as a content creator, use the tools to be better at your job and offer it. If you really want to excel, offer it and integrate it as a service in your service to stay ahead of the curve. So that's my advice. So don't fear it. And I know one of my friends online here, he's a photographer, and I have used some. I played around like for £8, did some shots with this AI face in a suit and stuff like that. But listen, guys, it's it messes your face. It doesn't look like you. It's not you. It's the body shape is somebody else's. It's just fake. It's and do you want to be known as that person who releases fake pictures? I mean, I did one. I have to confess, but you can't keep it up for long. They're like, hey, in real life, he's quite a lot bigger than or not in shape as these photographs. So people will be aware of that. So, but use it as a service to integrate in your services to stay ahead. So, for example, you can, as a photographer, if you learn how to use the AI tool, you can give it as an add-on and say, hey, we're going to give you the shots and we'll give you an extra 20 pictures in these. So you don't need to change your clothes and different suits. And we will integrate it so it looks like you and make sure that it looks like you, because there's still going to be a human element. And who better to do that than somebody who knows how to use the digital software, Photoshop or whatever you guys use to get better pictures, better quality pictures. So integrate it in your businesses, in your services. And I think the danger is if you don't, I don't think it's this massive danger. Most companies won't know how to use AI, but the ones that do, I think, they're gonna be an advantage. So that the advantage is not for AI. The advantage is for the humans that use AI, right? And I think we're still a little bit long way about that, because most people aren't even aware what it can do, and most people don't even know how to use the tools to make it do what it can do. So, yeah, that's my take. Hopefully, it's an honest, that's just my opinion and what I've seen. And if anything changes, I'll keep you guys up to date to a new video. Have a lovely rest of the day, week, whatever you're going to do. Yeah. And if you've got any more questions, just ask. Thanks.